Right, YouTubers. Boom, here we go. And now let's get this thing rocking over here on Facebook and Instagram. All right, go live. Go live. Live. We are live on all of them. All right. Good morning. Coach Matt Drinkon here, your pro advisor coach and host of the Eternal Optimism podcast. Good morning, team. It is day 67 of 100 Days of Eternal Optimism. It is April 25th, 2023. Welcome to Tuesday, my friends. I woke up today and I wanted to share three things. First of all, good morning, love of my life. I see that my wife has joined from 10 hours away in Pennsylvania. Good to see you, hot stuff. So, to kick things off today, let's go over the agenda. So first, we're going to share the progress on the two main dreams that we have for this 100 Days of Eternal Optimism. Number one. Number two, this is going to be called the gratitude episode. And I'm going to share why in a moment. We're going to share all the things we're grateful for today. All the things we're grateful for because something happened overnight that caused me to wake up and feel very humble, very empathetic, and incredibly grateful. So the gratitude episode is up next today. So, and I also want to start planting the seeds for the mastermind. It is coming together. It is coming together right now, here now as we speak. It is coming together, and I will plant seeds on the Mastermind course. So let's kick things off with updates on the dreams. And first, as you are beginning the day, it is a day that let's practice eternal optimism today. What does that mean? That means that let's look at things today with a positive lens and any challenges that might come at us today, anything that might frustrate us today. If we have a boss or someone in our company or an employee that's challenging us, we're going to practice gratitude and patience today. If we have someone in our family, like our spouse, who we love very much, or parents, or children, or long-lost siblings or cousins, if we're challenged in any way, we're going to practice patience and grace today. We're going to model that. If there's something that's out of our control today that's really been gnawing away at us, it's going to have less control over us today. We're going to practice that. So to kick off today, team, I'm going to invite you to practice patience and grace with yourself, a little self-compassion, because it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be ideal. We're going to give the best shot that we can. At the same time, anything that's not perfect and it's just a little bit shy of our expectation, we're going to practice a little bit of gratitude. And I'm going to show you how today. We're going to practice a little bit of curiosity about why this is showing up in our life right now today. It's here for a reason. It's here to teach us something. Can we get to the bottom of it? Can we investigatory journalism find it? What is it that it's here to practice? It's here to show us today. When we practice that patience and grace, when we practice gratitude and curiosity and a little bit of self-compassion, patience and grace to yourself and others, we're going to find inner peace. We're going to find happiness. And the journey, my friends, it's not to find happiness. It's not to find happiness. We find happiness, and it empowers us to enjoy the journey. So let's find here first. Let's make it good here first. So to kick off, two dreams. I started this 100 Days of Eternal Optimism with two main missions, two main dreams. I wanted to get started on the dreams list. I didn't know how I was going to do either one of them. And I just put it out there and the world wanted to do it. Here we are on day 67. We made some amazing progress. Number one, I wanted to publish a book. I wanted to create, write, and publish a book in 100 days. We've made tremendous progress on the book in only 67 days. We've got a whole outline. We've got a theme. We've got characters. We've got everything we want in this book. And I'm going to share more with you as it continues to crystallize. Second dream I wanted to make some progress on and accomplish this in 100 days is I wanted to start a mastermind course that I could share with the masses. I love executive one-on-one coaching. I will do it for the rest of my life because I love it. I love it with a passion. And I also want to be able to impact more. And as a result, we've created a course that we're going to be able to share with people at scale. And I'm working on that right now. And I'm in week 2 of working on the course. And so much progress. Once we started to focus on it and get coached on it, so much progress. So those are a couple of updates on the two main dreams of this 100 Days of Eternal Optimism. Now, let's get to the stuff. Let's get to the stuff. The gratitude episode. I'm incredibly grateful today. And here's why. I woke up this morning and I had some notifications on my phone. So after I practiced my miracle morning, I opened up my phone and I looked at these notifications and I noticed that 7 people that I used to coach at at a Fortune 50 company. 7 people yesterday were laid off, all in the same company. 7 high-level people that I would estimate are strong six-figure earners. 7 were laid off yesterday, a major round of layoffs at a big company that I used to coach in. Man, I feel a lot of gratitude for those people. Having them in my life when I was able to coach and work with these people at this organization a number of years ago, and to see them grow and develop was a real treat. And now to see them wake up today and not have jobs, there's a downside to that. There's pain, and I know that they have families. Everyone that I saw, I know that they're someone that had a family. They're together with significant others, and they had a significant source of income. And I feel for them that they're waking up today without that source of income. That's that's the part that hurts to see. The part that makes me grateful is that when you flip the script on that and you look at the opportunity, they now have an opportunity to write their own path wherever they want to go next. Okay. It may be painful in the moment, and they can hit the reset button and start fresh. They have that opportunity. Every time one door shuts, another one opens. Now, are we going to focus on the door that's shutting or the door that's open? Because there's a door open now somehow, some way. So here are the things I'm grateful for. I didn't write them down. I'm simply going to go and just share things we're grateful for, because this exercise, my friends, can help to cleanse, can help to get you focused on what matters most, and it can really help you to warm your heart. And I would invite you to do this anytime that you feel a little bit frustrated or down or your energy's low. Think about the things that you're grateful for. So I'll share some people I'm grateful for. And I wish that I could see who is out there on the live stream. And I know my wife is out there. I can see that she's there because she waved at me. So, Julie, I'm going to ask if you have some time today, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, if you have some time today to go and look it up. If you're on Facebook Live, how do I see the people that are actually there? And if I'm on YouTube Live, how do I see them as well? Because there's people there that I don't know how to tell who's there. So if they made a comment, then I could see that. You could say, "Hi, I'm here," and then I could recognize you. I'll figure that out. Julie, if you could help me, I appreciate it. So here are the things I'm grateful for. Number one, I'm grateful for my wife. I'm grateful for Julie Drinkon. Since she walked into my life, it's been a most amazing journey, and I'm incredibly grateful. I'm grateful for everything about her. I'm grateful for, well, this is the 6th day since she was gone. The 6th day I've not actually physically been able to see and touch her, and I'm really grateful for her scent is still on the pillow, which is nice, right? It's granted it's been moved a little bit because I did have a child come into the bed naked, and there was a little bit of an accident that happened in the bed in the past week. But her scent is still there. I have washed the sheets. So her scent is there. I'm grateful for her there. I'm grateful that I get a chance to date her again. Like we're back in the day dating on the phone, on the FaceTime, or on the phone a couple nights ago, just chatting late night. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the opportunity to see my stepfather-in-law, Rich. And man, I saw him yesterday. He came home on day 4. He was supposed to keep him in the hospital for 5 days after the open heart surgery. He came home yesterday on day 4, and I saw him, and he's shining. He looks young and fresh, rejuvenated. And I asked to see the scar. And ladies and gentlemen, he unbuttoned his shirt, or he pulled up his shirt, and he showed me the scar. And holy cannoli! Literally, they cut open right from like right here down to like right here. They cut him wide open, and man, and he showed that scar, and it made me a little bit queasy, and made me grateful that I get to see Rich again. Made me grateful to get to see my stepfather-in-law again. I got to see his wife, my mother-in-law, Oma, and Treadwell. I got to see her, and I was excited to see her. And the look on her face that her husband is alive, and he's healthy, and he survived, and he's going to thrive after the open heart surgery. So that's real grateful for that. Real grateful for the family opportunity. I'm grateful for the girls this morning. Because we had a fantastic double pancake breakfast. I made twice the number of pancakes, and they ate all of them and then some. So that was a good morning. I'm grateful for the Front Row Dads. A number of contacts yesterday at the Front Row Dads, including my man Kyle Reedstrom out there with the Passive 25K podcast. got to guest on his show yesterday, meet him. He introduced me to an amazing person who I've already connected with, who's going to be on my show. My man, Dustin Reekman out there from the podcast Profit Accelerator. I'm in a mastermind course with him, and he introduced me to a new person I've never met named Cody Carlson. So I'm looking forward to connecting with Cody, being on his show and having him on my show. So exciting to meet Cody. I am grateful that I get a chance to talk to some amazing people. There's this local company called the Pace Development Group. It's a privately owned construction company, one of the very best construction companies for residential construction here in the Carolinas. I get a chance to connect with several of those people today. I'm a big fan of them. I have one of their shirts. I love those people, right? I'm very grateful for my friend Mr. Dylan Mikas out at 345 Wealth Management out there in Scottsdale, Phoenix area in Arizona, who has so graciously offered me tickets to the Phoenix Open for the last couple of years. I get an opportunity to learn from and work with him. I'm incredibly grateful that I get to see my daughter Lily. She's going to something called Field Day today at school, and she is ready and rocking and rolling, got her warm clothes packed. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful I get to take her and her friend and all my girls. I'm taking 4 girls today to karate class after I'm running hard all day. And it's just so many things to be grateful for. I'm grateful to look at the calendar and see that from the moment I started this live stream until 7:30 p.m., the only break is the half hour to go pick up Caroline from school. And other than that, we are just running and gunning all day long. Man, I am so grateful for that day, because here's the alternative. The alternative is I don't have anything to do. There's nothing going on in life, and it's more challenging, right? So I'm grateful for all those things. Those are a number of things that just came off the top of my mind, and I look around and I'm grateful that I have this little emotional anchor with me today, this little stone that says thank you on it. I keep this with me in the places that I go. Keep it right here in my front left pocket. The reason why is because anytime that I feel any kind of frustration or I feel getting triggered in some way, I just simply rub the stone, and it helps to center me and ground me, bring me back to my eternal optimistic way. So those are some things I'm grateful for. Now, here's what I'm going to share with you next, team. It's 7:12. I'm going to go for probably 5 more minutes, and here's what I'm going to go on. If you are someone that finds yourself all of a sudden laid off, out of a job, what do you do? Well, I've not technically been out of a job in a while, right? It's been about 10 years, 9 years to be exact, since I was out of an official job. I tell you what, though, if I were to find myself out of a job, if the entire economy changed tomorrow and the coaching business went down and there's no coaching left, then what are we going to do? Yeah, well, first, I'm going to lay out a strategy for you here that how I might respond in that same scenario. That if I find myself laid off, if every client called me today and laid me off, then that would be incredibly challenging. I want to acknowledge that would be hard. And we have a certain lifestyle that we're used to now, and if that were to shift instantly, that would be a major challenge. And rather than sit and sulk and be down about it, I would want to figure out a way to play some offense about it. So there would be a moment of, maybe feeling sorry for yourself, maybe feeling this challenge space, and then we got to flip that switch. We got to flip that switch back to offense. And I'm going to share with you how I might do that. I'd flip the switch back to offense. And here are the actions I might take. First, I would go and write down over the last number of years at whatever said company I've been at. I would go and write down, here are the number of major successes that I've had. Here are the things that have shown and proven and exemplified all the success and all the results I've been able to create. Call it a brag sheet, if you will. I would write down a minimum of 5 stories that would show, here are the skills that I possess. Here are the successes that I was able to help achieve. So I'd write down my 5 success stories first. And that would help me to remind myself and build a little bit of confidence. You found it. Yay. Where was it? Uh-oh. Here's Mom. Mommy's in this one. You can look right up there to see Mommy. She's right there. So you can say hello. Hello, Mommy. All right. Hello, Mommy. There's also a camera up there that goes to this one. Okay. So you can look at all those. So you can sit here and chill. Uh-oh. I think that the floodgates have opened and here they all come. So girls, I'm going to keep sharing this strategy here. What do you do? What might we do? Oh, Mommy said hi. Mommy said hi. There we go. Yeah, Mommy said hi. Okay, I love you, Mommy. All right. Give me some space here. Thank you. Love you. Bye-bye. right? So step one is to identify, here are the skills that I have, here are the results I've been able to drive and achieve. So I'm going to write down 5 stories that have shown my success. Number 2, after I've written down my stories, thank you for that feedback, dear. We will get her hair brushed. All right. Number 2, after I've written down my stories of success and I figured out here are some brags, or here are some things that can share the skills that I have, the success that I've helped to drive, right? Number 2 is I'm going to make a list. I'm going to make a list of the people that I feel are my centers of influence. That might be defined as someone that knows people, someone that's connected, someone that I would like to get out and chat with, get the word out to, that I'm looking for something. So I want to get that word out rapidly. The key, at least the key in my opinion, the way I'm going to operate is I'm going to take rapid action, because I want to show that I'm on the offense. And when I play offense, we win, we score, right? So step 1 is to write down my successes, 5 stories. Step 2 is to make my list of here are all the people I'm going to reach out to. So I've got my list, I've got my stories. Now I might need to, if I'm in corporate America, I might need to go and craft a resume. Here's how I'm going to craft a resume. I'm going to go and dig up the resume that I might have used back in 2000 and, oh my goodness, 2011. So 12 years ago, I had a resume, and I still have it somewhere in the hard drive. I'm going to go get that resume. I'm going to run that resume through ChatGPT-4, the AI-centered, artificial intelligence. I'm going to run it through that artificial intelligence and compare it to a modern resume that has been proven to get results. So I'm going to help, AI is going to help me update, level up my resume, right? So I'm going to level up my resume by running it through artificial intelligence. After I've done that, those 3 steps, now, I'm going to take a deep breath. Okay. I might want to ask myself, you know what? This is step 4. I might need to go back and make this step number 2. I might want to ask myself, what do I want to do next? How do I want to impact the world next? What kind of job do I want to have next? Because the instinct is that to go do something that I've already done because I have the experience, I enjoy doing it. That would be the instinct. I might need to do a little bit of work in that to figure out what exactly I want to do next in the next chapter of life. Once I've done this exercise and I figured out, let's go back and rework the steps. Step 1 is write down a bunch of successes I've helped to drive. It's at least 5 stories that identify and show and model what my skills are. Step 2, what do I want to do next? If you're not sure, you can go Google. How do I figure out what I want to do next? You can call me. I'll help walk you through it. You can go to What Color is My Parachute, the book that I used back in 2007. 2008, late 2008, when I started to look for a job and found one on February 1st, 2009. When I started and took the job with Clearwire. Also a day I had a hole-in-one in golf, my second. Always remember that day. That's an easy day to remember. I had a hole-in-one and got a job, my first real job ever, right? So find that step 1, success stories. Write them down, at least 5 of them. Step 2, figure out what you might want to do. Using What Color is My Parachute, the book, or go to Google and figure that out, or call me. Step 3, make a list of all the people you might call your centers of influence, the people that are connected. And then step 4, once you've got the list, once you've got, here's what I want to do. Here are the successes and the skills I can help to drive. And then you've got the resume, you got all those things. Then step 5, it's time to start reaching out to people. Time to start reaching out to people and let them know that you are out there and you are looking. And here's how I might do that. I might go and post on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram, even on my YouTube channel. I'm going to go and post my resume and share, here are the results I want to help drive, and I am a free agent. I'm ready to go. That's what I'm going to do next. Okay. Followed by that, after I post it on social media, I am then going to put it out there to all the people in this network that I have. I'm going to reach out to all of them, all the list of people I made. It could be 10. It could be some more than that. The last time I was looking for a job, was I was laid off from a role. It was, I forget the exact date. I want to say that it was at or around Labor Day of at or around August 1st or 5th, something of that nature, on 2011. Laid off. GM running a major operation. They laid off like 40 GMs that day, and company-wide. I was one of them. And after that happened, I decided I got to get out of here. So I left where I was. I did the same process I just shared with you now. I made a list of 54 people. I started reaching out to them, And I remember there was a woman named Kristen Tate, and I believe she got married. Her name became Kristen Morgan, and I may have done that backwards. Kristen Tate or Kristen Morgan is the woman that, when I reached out to her, she said, "Hey, you should reach out to this person over here, Curtis." And then I reached out to Curtis. Curtis Heffelfinger was his name. Still a good friend to this day. He lives here in Charlotte at the lake. He had young kids at the time. His kids are still young, but younger in a different way. They're all in college and they're super sport star athletes. And I remember I knew Curtis from the Clearwire days. We were GMs together in different markets. And so I reached out to Curtis at Kristen's recommendation. And he said, "All right, great, let's do this." Literally, in one phone call, he said, "Okay, great, let's do a quick interview." He knew me already, and he knew that I brought something to the table. And then Curtis connected me with a man named David, who was like I think he was the vice president of sales for the division for Time Warner Cable Business Class. So they flew me down here to Charlotte from Boston, where I was living. I met with David. After I met with David and Curtis, they offered me the job. I accepted the job, and it was going to start in like 30 days. So I had 30 days to move from Boston down here to Charlotte, and the rest is history. Maybe it was 6 weeks till the job started. So that's how I did it before. That's what I'd invite and encourage you to do. Now, if you did get laid off and you follow those 5 steps, here's how I might reach out. It might be something like this. Hey, Julie, it's been some time since we connected. You've always been a trusted ally and someone that I've known in my network that's connected and someone I always, trusted for advice. And I'm seeking your counsel now. I'm looking for a new role. I was laid off from my company and I'm looking for a new role. And it's humbling to ask for help. You're the first person I thought of. I wanted to reach out and just get it out there that I'm looking. I'm looking to do this. Tell them what you're looking to do. That's got to be one of the crucial parts of this. You got to tell them what you're looking to do. Okay, because they're not gonna be able to help you if you don't know what you want to do. All right, unless you're calling to get counsel on what to do. But if you're calling to get connected to people to find a job, you got to call knowing what you can do, knowing what you want to do. Okay. So I start to reach out, and that's the message. May I get a few minutes of your time to pick your brain, get your expert opinion, and connect with you, network with you? That is how I might appreciate. That's how I might move forward. Having said that, it's 7:22. Time to take the kids to school. So wish you all out there have a great day. This was the gratitude episode. I'm grateful for the things that we have in our world, grateful for our people. And should you find yourself in a position where you did get laid off by this very challenging round of layoffs that happened at a Fortune 50 company, a Fortune 30 company, one of the biggest companies in the world, and you find yourself in that position and you did see this live stream today, please reach out to me because I can help you. I can give you some feedback in this area on how you might get that next place. Taking action is key. Sitting and moping about it, this may be the tough love portion. Sitting and moping is not going to help you find a job. It's certainly not going to be good modeling for the people around you. If you find yourself in that position, you definitely call me, because I'll give you a pep talk and give you some love and help you convert that challenging energy into some positive energy you can use to your advantage. So thanks so much for paying attention today, team. Love you all. You have a great day. Look forward to connecting soon. Reach out anytime. The Eternal Optimist podcast. Share it, rate it, review it. Seriously, share it, rate it, review it. Okay. Make it a great day, team. See ya. Bye. Phil. What's up, brother? What's up, brother? Text me something positive, man. Text me something positive. Text me something amazing about your day. Because guess what? Boom! It's day 1, baby. It's day 1 of the summertime. Text me. See ya. All right, girls. Shoes, jackets. Good job, girls. I love to hear those words. Oh, man. All All right, YouTube. We're going to turn it off over here. Boom. See ya.